The people of Europe are finally waking up against the globalist institutions such as the European Central Bank. Hello everybody and welcome to the first news story of the day. We're going to come to you guys every half an hour with a lot of updates today. It's going to be a busy day, but first let's talk about Europe, because until now we've had a lot of issues and the big chunk of the population across the continent have always been relying on the state and governments, big government, to do things for them. They fell for the trap of the European Union as an idea. They thought it's just a family of Europeans. Everybody loves everybody. Not really. The power gets to the top and it stops right there. This is the European Central Bank. And the banking system across the EU nation states is absolutely chaotic. Everything is completely centralized and they take their lines from the elites and the committees and the European Commission, all the nutters. Now, there's a problem between the state and ordinary people, the commoners and the plebs, is the fact that people don't have access to the powerful. They can't really just knock on the door of the European Central Bank and have a conversation or complain. But they found a clever way to show their voice, and it's absolutely hilarious. So, on Google Maps, you could find the European Central Bank's headquarters pinpoint and location, which is based in Frankfurt. And this is the graph that we found. The black bars is the actual Google Maps ratings. That used to be quite high, about 3 or 4 points. And now in 2022, it's gone down massively. At the same time, the average annual inflation rate is going up. So interestingly, coincidental that happened at the same time. I did some digging and found out why. It's obvious. They found the best way to do it. They go on Google Maps, Google reviews for the actual European Central Bank HQ, and they have started to leave angry reviews. It's like an online movement that started now, and it's getting the attention of the European media outlets, finally. So, Marco is one of them, saying on Google, catastrophic monetary policy. Inflation is at 8.1%, but the Euro LIBOR is at a minus 0.5%. Good for all these ailing states that are in debt up to their necks. Bad for the common man. This happens, to be fair, when you put politicians in charge of the Fed. So this is one of the reviews. We had a number of them. We had another one, Dan Marksrider, saying it prints too much money. This is the review. It's negative feedback. It's printing way too much money and it needs to stop. Robert said, "Are you happy, European Central Bank, about rising prices? What have you done about it? You just make the same policy. You're going to print more money. You're going to blame ordinary people for not following your 2030 net zero agenda. Is that why we are in this mess?" Probably, yeah, probably. ED says, "I just wanted to say thank you to the ECB. Thanks for the high inflation you have caused. Thank you for that the ordinary citizens burn their money without spending a cent of it." Absolutely beautiful. And the last one we have, buy Bitcoin every day, is the name of the account, saying, "Worst money in history and most corrupt managers too." The thing is, it's step one, because you kind of expect better, but at least something is happening. At least there is some sort of backlash, and it's just the beginning of it. And I expect a lot of people across the European Union, all the countries, to rise up over the next few months, over the next couple of years. We are going to see the reaction that we saw in 2010, 2011 across the continent. We're going to see it again, and people are going to rise up. And then what's going to happen is you're going to have the politicians and the state, as usual, print more money and bail out banks, and then find out a way. This time they're going to bail out energy companies. That's just the new game. Get used to it. But we are going to come back in half an hour. We're going to tell you what's going on in this country, in Britain, because if you want to fight globalism, then you must join our campaign, our anti-globalist campaign, and get your own Build Back Britain t-shirts. You can find the link in the description. Check it out. We're gonna organize and sort out the upcoming nationwide tour as well, which is going to be called Build Back Britain at the same time. And so obviously some of you guys have already got in touch with me from London, Manchester and Cardiff with suggestions about event venues. Feel free to DM me on Twitter or Getter if you know any other venue as well. and we're going to get in touch with you guys and see what's going to happen. I'm going to come back in half an hour. I'm going to give you more updates on my Tousi, and we are the media.